Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq sends a cable of greetings to the President of Namibia on the occasion of his country's independence anniversary. The Sultanate is to be affected by a trough of low pressure starting from today. And more than 10,000 people die in the coronavirus pandemic that swept from China throughout the world. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Dr. Haji Geingob of Namibia on the occasion of his country's independence anniversary. The latest analysis of National Multi-Hazards Early Warning Center shows that the Sultanate is to be affected by a trough of low pressure, Ar-Rahma trough. It starts from today and will last until the 23rd of March 2020. The peak of the trough will be starting from tomorrow evening. There are chances of moderate to heavy rains, occasionally thunder showers, with gusty winds and chances of hail over the governorates of Musandam, Boremi, North and South Batina, Dakhiliya, Muscat, North and South Sharqiya, and parts of Al-Wusta and Dhufar. Winds will be fresh southeasterly over Al-Wusta and Dhufar governorates today and tomorrow, which may cause raising of dust, and fresh northwesterly over the northern governorates of the Sultanate. Seas will be moderate to rough over most of the coastal areas of the Sultanate, with a maximum wave height of 2 to 3 meters. The Public Authority for Civil Aviation advises public to take precautions during rain and not to cross flowing wadis, and check the sea state before sailing, and follow the latest official weather bulletins, as well as to adhere to the instructions from the Supreme Committee dealing with the COVID-19 to stay home and never leave unless it is too necessary. More than 10,000 people have now died in a coronavirus pandemic that has swept from China throughout the world, forcing the confinement of tens of millions in their homes. As the virus has marched westwards, the severity of the outbreaks and the focus of concern has shifted from Asia to Europe, with increasingly tough restrictions being imposed by national governments. The U.S. state of California, among the worst hit in the country, has told its 40 million residents to stay at home, the most drastic move yet in the United States to combat the pandemic. However, the California measures will not be enforced by police, unlike in France, Italy, Spain, and other European countries where people face fines if they break the rules. Germany's biggest state, Bavaria, today became the first region in the country to order a lockdown for 2 weeks, imposing fundamental restrictions on going out. Italy is battling the single most deadly outbreak on the planet, with 3,405 deaths, followed by 3,248 in China, and Iran with 1,433. Europe now accounts for half of the 10,000 fatalities linked to the COVID-19 disease around the world. Russian scientists have begun testing prototypes of potential vaccines against the new coronavirus on animals in a laboratory in Siberia. Russia has reported 199 coronavirus cases so far, less than in many other European countries, but the figure has risen sharply in recent days. One person diagnosed with the virus has died. Scientists in the Vector State Virology and Biotechnology Center in the city of Novosibirsk have developed vaccine prototypes based on 6 different technological platforms, and began tests on Monday to try to work out how effective they are and in what doses they can be administered. Scientists around the world have warned that the development of a vaccine is a lengthy and complex process that might only yield something for broader use in the next 12 to 18 months. Scientists expect it will be possible to start rolling out vaccine in the last 3 months of 2020. Vital, the world's largest oil trader, said today that global oil demand could fall by more than 10% due to lockdowns spreading across Europe to fight the coronavirus outbreak, as well as measures in the United States. But the drop would be much higher if the virus prompts widespread lockdowns in the United States, the world's largest oil consumer. Even a 10% drop in U.S. demand would lead to a consumption drop by 2 million. The world consumes around 100 million barrels per day. A Vital official said if the United Kingdom followed the path, then some 40% of Europe's demand could be at risk, representing 7 million barrels per day or 7% of global demand. China, meanwhile, was showing signs of recovery in traffic data and industrial activity, with Asia overall benefiting from low oil prices. Still to come in our news bulletin. An Iraqi florist sells gift baskets filled with disinfectants, gloves, masks and roses as fears of spreading the coronavirus spread. There is no food shortage in the Sultanate, and there is self-sufficiency of many basic commodities. This was stressed by the Public Authority for Stores and Food Reserve. It pointed out that the food reserve is enough for the upcoming months. The stock of wheat commodity will be enough till February 2021. Big commercial companies in the Sultanate expressed their readiness to provide all needed commodities and storage spaces in cooperation with the bodies concerned. An initiative for online shopping was launched. It aims to deliver commodities to houses in the Sultanate from Musandam till Dhofar through emerging establishments. Residents from different international communities in Oman commended the efforts exerted to prevent the spread of COVID-19. More details in the following report.
Based on the decisions of the higher committee to the public to strictly follow the number of decisive actions in order to prevent the risk of transmission of COVID-19, Camera of Oman Television met with individuals from the community of different nationalities living in Oman who have commended the decisions and wanted to convey these messages to the people who speak their languages, which states the importance of everyone to adhere to the quarantine procedures as instructed and avoid the public or worship places. All need to keep on washing hands with water and soap, avoiding touching faces, eyes and nose, following the healthy habits when coughing and sneezing, and avoid attending the cinemas. And all need to avoid traveling unless absolutely necessary, as well as following the necessary precautionary measures.
ಕರೋನಾ ಎಂಬ ಮಹಾಮಾರಿ ವಿಶ್ವವನ್ನೇ ಆವರಿಸ್ತಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಆದಷ್ಟು ಸ್ವಚ್ಛತೆಯನ್ನು ಕಾಪಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಆವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಕೈಯನ್ನು ತೊಳೆದುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಕೆಮ್ಮು ಬಂದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೀತಿಯ ವಿಧಾನವನ್ನು ಅನುಸರಿಸೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಕರೋನಾದಿಂದ ನಾವು ತುಂಬ ದೂರವಿರಬಹುದು. ಹಾಗೂ ಏನಾದರಲ್ಲಿ ಜ್ವರ ಶೀತ ಕಂಡು ಬಂದಲ್ಲಿ ಹತ್ತಿರದ ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆ ಅದು ಯಾವುದೇ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯನ್ನು ಸಂಪರ್ಕಿಸಿ ಕರೋನಾದಿಂದ ದೂರವಿರಿ. ನಮಸ್ತೆ.
கொரோனா என்பது மஸ்கட்டில் ஒமானில் எல்லாருக்கும் தெரிஞ்ச விஷயம்தான். ஆகையால் உங்கள் கைகளை சுத்தமாக வைத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது நோய் வாய்ப்பாடு ஏற்பட்டிருந்தால் உடனடியாக பக்கத்தில் உள்ள ஹாஸ்பிட்டலை அணுக வேண்டும். இன்கேஸ் உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது ஸ்னீஸ் பண்ணக்கூடிய ஒரு நிலைமை வந்தால் பக்கத்தில் உள்ளவர்களை தள்ளிவிட்டு இந்த ஆக்ஷன் காட்டி நீங்கள் உங்களுடைய உடம்பை பார்த்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். எப்போதும் நீங்கள் கையை கழுக வேண்டும், கழுகிக் கொள்ளுங்கள். அது உங்களை நோய் கொரோனாவிலிருந்து தடுத்துக்கொள்ள ஒரு முக்கிய வாய்ப்பாக அமைகிறது.
నమస్కార్. ఎవరికైనా దగ్గు జలుబు వచ్చినా ఎవరైనా హాస్పిటల్కి పోయి చెకప్ చేయించుకోవాలి. దగ్గు వచ్చినప్పుడు అన్నట్టు పోవాలి, బరోబర్ వాష్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఎనీ క్లీనింగ్ ఉండాలి, పక్క వాళ్ళకు రానివ్వకుండా జాగ్రత్త చూసుకోవాలి. కొంచెం జలుబు వచ్చినా ప్రతి డాక్టర్ దగ్గరికి పోయి చెకప్ చేసుకోవాలి. ബി കെയർഫുൾ.
COVID-19 നമുക്ക് പങ്കാളിയാകാം ഈ വിപത്തിനെ പിടിച്ചു കെട്ടാൻ. ഹാൻഡ് സ്റ്റെയിനർ അഥവാ സോപ്പ് വാഷ്, വാട്ടർ എല്ലാം ഉപയോഗിച്ച് നമ്മുടെ കൈകൾ എപ്പോഴും ക്ലീനായി സൂക്ഷിക്കുക, വ്യക്തി ശുചിത്വം പാലിക്കുക, മറ്റുള്ളവരെ ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് വെച്ച് ഇടപഴകുക, അതുപോലെ തന്നെ അനാവശ്യ ട്രാവലിംഗ് ഒഴിവാക്കുക, गवर्नमेन्टो मिनिस्ट्री अफ हेल्थो നമുക്ക് തരുന്ന നിർദ്ദേശങ്ങൾ അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ഫോളോ ചെയ്യുക.
यो कोरोना भाइरसको एकदमै बिगबिगी हुनाले अब यसबाट बच्नको लागि हात धुने, सेनिटाइजर लगाउने, धेरै भिडभाडमा नजाने, अनि बाई चान्स बिरामी भयो भने, रुगाखोकी लाग्यो भने, आछ्यु आयो भने हस्पिटल जाने गर्नु होला, यसबाट बच्न सकिन्छ।
বাঙালি ভাইরা আপনাদেরকে বলতেছি, ঠিক আছে, করোনা এখন বহুত সমস্যা, ঠিক আছে, আপনারা যত দূরত্ব পারেন, ঠিক আছে, যদি একটু কোনো জোকাম টোকাম হয়, কোনো কাশি হয়, আপনারা হাসপাতালে যাবেন, হাসপাতাল থেকে চেক করবেন, ঠিক আছে, আর অনেক দূরে থেকে মানুষের সালাম আলাইকুম দেবেন, কাছে যাবেন না, ঠিক আছে, এটা থেকে আপনারা করোনা বহুত সমস্যা হুকুমা যেভাবে করছে সেভাবে চলাফেরা করেন। আর ক্যাপ্টেনে যাবেন, ক্যাপ্টেনে থেকে অনেক দূরত্ব থাকবেন, যাবেন খানা নিয়ে তাতে চলে আসবেন।
همشهریای ایرانی عزیزمون مقیمین داخل کشور عمان خواهش میکنیم بیماری کرونا رو حتما جدی بگیرید، موارد بهداشتی رو رعایت کنید، دستاتون رو ضد عفونی کنید، دهان و دماغ بینیتون رو ضد عفونی بکنید. اگه وقت خدای ناکرده تب داشتین یا مشکلی داشتین حتما به بیمارستان ها مراجعه بکنید، مجانی اینجا تست میشین، هیچ مشکلی هم نداره.
نظافت رعایت بشه.
Ndugu zetu wote hapa Omani, tukae na tufuate usafi wa kuosha mikono na usafi mwinginewe. Tuwaomba ushirikiano wenu ili kufuarisha juhudi za serikali katika kupambana na janga la ugonjwa wa corona.
Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Isa akong staff sa Royal Hospital. Isa lang pong paalala, ang coronavirus ay kumakalat na. So hanggat maaari po, ingatan po nating kumalat ito. Iwasan ang pagtitipon-tipon. Hugasan ang ating mga kamay para nataliing malinis, at kapag nakaramdam po ng sintomas ay mag-report sa ospital.
This corona thing is getting out of control. I think everyone needs to be as vigilant as they can. I think the Omani government are being really proactive with it. They seem to be a couple of steps ahead of other countries in how they're shutting things down before it's absolutely necessary. They want to get in front of this. I just hope they don't shut the airport.
Just how contagious this coronavirus can be if people do not follow the precautionary measures. Clean your hands frequently with soap and water for 20 seconds every day and implement other healthy procedures. You will surely contribute in preventing the spread of infection. Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubai, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
We just hope that these messages will reach everyone in their languages, based on their languages. Back to the news, the Oman oil price made delivery increased by $2.75 and amounted to $30.84 per barrel. The average price of Oman oil April delivery amounted to $54.61, decreasing by $10.28 compared to the price of March delivery. The wheat harvest season started in the wilayas of Rostaq and Al-Awabi in the governorate of South Batna. It is considered one of the significant crops at the local level as farmers use modern equipment and methods for wheat crop harvest. Around 70 tons of wheat crop is expected to be harvested by the farms of these wilayas in this season. The Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth exerted great efforts to enhance wheat production through providing the farmers with modern wheat threshers. During the season, the farmers gather to cut the wheat crop and then dry it. After that, impurities are removed and the wheat grains are packed to be sold in the local market. The Iraqi florist Ibtihaj Muhammad sells antiseptic along with rose bouquets to present gifts to people as fears of spreading the coronavirus spread. The florist supplies gift baskets filled with disinfectants, gloves and masks, as well as roses. She was inspired by the idea when her mother asked her to buy some antiseptic from the pharmacy to prevent from the virus. The seller of roses thought that she could benefit from the idea and present what is required in the form of a gift to her mother. especially as the demand is increasing these days for these materials due to the fears associated with the spread of the virus in the world. In an endeavor as a seller to benefit from her idea, she rejoiced a picture of the gift basket she gave her mother on her Facebook page, and she won the admiration of many of her clients. Iraq had restricted movement between governorates from March 15 to 25, with the exception of emergencies, trade and employees moving to work to reduce the spread of the disease. The government also denied entry to the country from 13 countries, cancelled major religious gatherings during the month of Rajab, and banned all other public gatherings. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main headlines once again. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq sends a cable of greetings to the President of Namibia on the occasion of his country's independence anniversary. The Sultanate is to affect by a trough of low pressure starting from today. And more than 10,000 people die in the coronavirus pandemic that swept from China throughout the world. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.
يعد فيروس كورونا المستجد سلالة جديدة من فيروسات كورونا، والتي هي فصيلة من الفيروسات واسعة الانتشار المسببة لطائفة من الأمراض تتراوح في شدتها بين نزلات البرد البسيطة والمتلازمة التنفسية الحادة. ما تزال طريقة انتقال الفيروس غير معروفة على وجه التحديد، وتنتقل العدوى بين المرضى والمخالطين لهم عن طريق الاتصال عن قرب والتعرض لرذاذ السعال أو العطس أو ملامسة الأسطح الملوثة به. تشمل الأعراض الحمى والسعال وضيق التنفس والالتهاب الرئوي الحاد الذي قد يتطلب التنفس الاصطناعي ودعم وحدة العناية المركزة. لا يوجد لقاح فاعل إلى الآن، والعلاج المتاح حاليا يعتمد على العلاج الداعم للتعامل مع الأعراض. للوقاية غسل اليدين أو تعقيمهما، تغطية الفم والأنف بالمنديل أو الكوع عند العطس والسعال، تجنب الاتصال المباشر مع من يعاني من أعراض المرض، عدم مشاركة الآخرين لأدواتهم الشخصية. على القادمين من المناطق التي ظهر فيها المرض مراجعة عيادة المطار أو أقرب مركز صحي مع الإفصاح الذاتي عن تاريخ السفر والمخالطين لهم. وينصح بعدم السفر للمناطق التي ظهر بها المرض إلا للضرورة القصوى، مع الحرص على الأخذ بالإجراءات الوقائية. وعيك وقاية.